Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. So I have started at the beginning or the end of every month talking about all of the scary movies that I have watched that month to hold myself accountable to watch more movies because I have been in a funk. And you'll kind of see that here. I've been rewatching a lot of movies and I want to encourage myself to watch new movies. But I will say the rewatches that I had this month, I had a reason and I will share that with you. But let's get into what I watched this month. First up, we have In a Violent Nature. In a Violent Nature follows a group of teens who take a locket from an old fire tower that they come across in the woods. Well, when they do that, they unknowingly resurrect a man named Johnny who will stop at nothing to get that locket back. And this movie is actually from the viewpoint of Johnny. It is a very interesting take on a slasher. It was graphic. I did not expect it to be as gory as it was. I'm telling you, this movie gave Terrifier a run for its money with some of this gore. If you've seen this movie, that one hook scene, goodbye. I was recoiling out of my freaking seat. It was vile. That was a lot. But 10 out of 10 for that one. The imagery, the nature shots are so freaking gorgeous. I could go to sleep to those, shots with a calm music or rain in the background. I would snooze so hard. But anyways, saw that in theaters. Next up, speaking of Terrifier, I did rewatch Terrifier 1 and 2. But listen, we have a friend that is just now getting into horror movies, so a lot of my rewatches this month were just me showing her scary movies that I really like. So we're still going to talk about them anyways on here because if I rewatch them, obviously they're good movies. So Terrifier 1 follows Art the Clown, who is an entity who looks like a clown that comes back on Halloween night to terrorize two teenage girls after they leave a party. Terrifier 2 takes place a year after Terrifier 1 takes place, and Art the Clown comes back to target a brother and sister. And these movies are gory. If you don't like gore, then they are not for you. I will say storyline, the second one is way better than the first one. The first one's literally just like a gore fest, but the second one has some story. You're getting some character arc building and it's really fun to watch. I'm so excited for the third one. So you will definitely see me rewatching these again leading up to October, which is when the third one is going to be released. So you're going to be hearing about these movies quite a bit this year. Next up on the rewatch list, we have one of my all-time favorite scary movies, and that is Pearl. Pearl follows a young woman who feels like she is stuck on her family's farm and craves more. She wants a life under the lights and to be a star. And when things do not go the way that she wants, sometimes she lashes out a little. And you know what? It's fine, okay? I excuse all of Pearl's actions because Pearl is a god, okay? This is the second movie that came out in T.I. West's trilogy that includes Pearl, X, and Maxine. So I'm gonna rewatch X as well because Maxine comes out in a few days. So we're gonna be going to watch that, and I do need to rewatch X before I do that. I'll probably rewatch Pearl again too because they're so good. But the order of it timeline-wise goes Pearl, X, and then Maxine. So Pearl is the older lady in X, and then Maxine is in X, and Maxine goes on to be in Maxine. It follows her becoming a star. Her and Pearl have a lot of similarities, and they're actually both played by Mia Goth, which is really cool. Next up, we had another rewatch, which was the 2013 film Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2013 is actually a remake of an older film titled The Evil Dead, but I don't really like the original, which is very, I feel fake of me. I don't know why I don't like it. I just don't. Anyways, Evil Dead follows a group of friends who head to a childhood cabin where something sinister is waiting for them in the cellar. And this causes them to unleash evil like they never could have imagined. This movie is scary, it's gory, it has everything. It terrified me when I was 15 and saw it for the first time, and it continues to scare me as a 25-year-old. So, couldn't recommend it enough. Now, the final film that I watched this month was, again, a rewatch. I'm just now noticing that I only watched one new movie this month, so something positive this series is doing to me, I guess. But this rewatch was The Dark and the Wicked. The Dark and the Wicked follows a brother and sister who have grown up and returned to their childhood home to see their sick father and help take care of him. And they unknowingly stumble into an evil in its rawest form. This movie is terrifying and I cannot recommend it enough. Anytime I can talk about it, I will. And as soon as this friend said that they were getting into horror, I was like, I know the movie. I will show this movie to anyone that'll listen to me because it is the movie. It is the moment. It is so good. It's a Shudder original and it is my favorite. Honestly, I like any Shudder originals. I haven't seen a bad one yet. Point me to one, there's not one. But anyway, that is all for me today. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me. I will see you guys later.